Ta-da!
Hi, girls. Thank you. Hi, girls. I just wanted to, this is our very first online coffee catch up, so I'm super excited to chat to you and meet you all. And I think it's a really exciting time because a lot of mums or ladies, when we get together each week face to face, don't get to, some live in different suburbs. So I can see one of my friends, Larissa, she's actually from Maryborough. So I think it's pretty cool to connect with other people that are not even near us. So I think this is a really exciting time to be able to just keep that support going, because I know when we catch up every single week, Hyde and I, sometimes we'll have other mums, ladies catching up with us, and it's just so great to, have that support, but, go to chat, not just about your kids, but, to chat about other life things and get some support around life and, things that you're wanting to achieve or just personal things as well. So to be able to bring that online, I think is pretty cool. So, Hides, did you want to say anything at all?
I just wanted to say welcome to our very first Perfectly Imperfect Mums Zoom call. I'm just excited to do these every week just to create more connection and have a safe space to chat about all things mindset and health, because that's what Beck and I are here are passionate about. We're passionate to add value to women that are looking to live a healthy lifestyle, women that, me personally, my biggest passion is to ignite women's confidence again, to help not completely eliminate fear, but to help empower us to know that we can move through fear and step into our potential, and that just like you ladies are chatting about your studies, like we never stop learning, we never have to stop reinventing ourselves. Just continually remind women that we can always be moving forward. So just excited for this community and to have a space where we can answer questions. So sorry, I think I need to pick a different spot next week. Just to have a safe space where any of our clients can ask questions, any of our team can ask questions, but just any women at all in our community can find out more about what we're up to, and we can support in any way that you're however your journey looks. We're here to support you. So
Awesome. So you probably have seen over in our group, what we're all about in the Perfectly Imperfect Mums group. We're basically just a group of mums, like Heidi said, that want to support and encourage each other. So we've got a challenge running at the moment, which is a 30-day plank challenge. I'm not too sure if you've seen it, but we just want to keep some fun going on, some accountability, some health. Obviously, that's what our main focus is on our health as well. So not just, what we're eating, but it's also mindset as well. So, making sure that we've got that accountability. So that kind of falls into why we, catch up every week. So we've got a 30-day plank challenge going on. I think we're up to day 6 today. I think it is 6.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's pretty cool. I actually missed yesterday, so I'm really excited to get my plank on today. And then I think just before that, we had a 30-day body gratitude. So that was amazing. So you can still go back and check all that stuff and see what we've written there for the last 30 days. But we're always just going to keep on top of that and just keep posting some challenges or things to do, or just ways to keep accountable like that. So love to be interactive as well. So that's what we got going on in our group at the moment. While all this stuff is, I just want to say this as well. So kind of set the intention for what we're about again as well, is that there's a lot of stuff going on externally in the world at the moment. And we recognize that, and there is, some energy that is there around that, but we certainly are here really to support and encourage and empower and inspire women outside of that, because this is going to blow over, all of this stuff. So we want to make sure that we're in the best mental mental mind frame and mindset, and making sure we're focused on our goals, because when this does blow over, you know, we want to make sure that we keep going. So, and just keep that positivity and keep that that good feeling and support, because I know some people, you know, out there are struggling at the moment, whether that's financially, whether that's mindset, whether that's relationships. So we want to make sure that we're building this group and sharing that message for support and encouragement, because it's super duper important, and a huge passion of ours to make sure that keeps going. So that's what we're all about. And yeah, so today we just want to just chat about keeping sane, like what we're all doing to keep sane over this period. Like, I know this is probably for us, this is probably day 5 of isolation, if you would call it, where we've, you know, every day we've been for walks. Like me and the kids, I can't not go for my walk, so that's a great way for me to get out and get some exercise and get some fresh air and things like that. But if anybody has any tips, Heidi, do you have any tips to keep sane, or things that we can do, or any support there?
Oh, my lunchbox thing seriously is a lifesaver. I can't even, I know it's so simple, but it is having the biggest effect for me, because like normally the kids would eat breakfast and then have their lunchbox during the day, and then obviously have dinner, but they're actually waking up so excited they just want their lunchbox. So it's creating excitement for them, and it's creating for me, it's like, no, that's what you're eating. I don't have to stop 30,000 times a day and, you know, make 6 different meals for everybody, but no, that's what's in your lunchbox. And then, like, when you finish your lunchbox, hey, let's have a treat, let's do something fun. So that has been seriously I can't even explain how helpful that has been. So that's been great. And then I guess the other thing, because just the way the human brain works, like if you have no vision, you will perish. So just like, instead of just allowing this time to pass and be like, oh my goodness, we're going to be in lockdown for however many days or however many weeks, however long it may be, instead of being like, oh, all right, we'll just sit around and wait until lockdown is over. I'm actually, like, from day one, I think I'm a bit of a weirdo, but I actually got really excited about this time. I just immediately saw it as a really cool opportunity to have time at home and to have time with the family, and to stop just being busy for busy's sake, because there's so many things at the moment I can't do, but that's amazing, because they're things I didn't want to be doing anyway. I can just focus on exactly what I want to do, and come out the other side of this having achieved some things. So yeah, there's little things like, I've asked hubby to, you know, fix a PowerPoint and things like that. It's like, all right, babe, you've got time. Like, let's get a couple of things accomplished. And then, yeah, for me personally, just been like studying the word every day and going over my mission statement and just, yeah, focusing on my actual priorities. So, yeah, I'm actually really excited. I'm loving this.
I know. I actually saw one of my friends did a post, Hannah, she popped up a live the other day, and the title was, I actually don't want anything to go back to normal. And I was like, oh my God, I've been thinking the same thing, because of all those things. Like, I'm just loving this. It's kind of like a forced, actually, yeah, I feel the same. Like, I'm really liking this forced isolation, because it's forcing us to kind of stop and relax and reset and kind of get back to, oh, hang on a minute. Like, it's forcing us to stop and slow down. And I actually think a lot of people really need that, because, you know, we get to the time where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go on holidays, or we've got that booked or whatever, or, you know, down the track, but it's actually making us stop and do it right now, even if you're ready or not, type of thing. So I'm actually really afraid to what we're going to go back to. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I think all of this work is incredibly important, you know, especially with another little thing that I've kind of started doing is doing daily gratitude. So finding all the things that I'm grateful for every single day. And I think just to be able to start that now, when we're in kind of a mindset of we haven't got much else to be thinking of other than what are we going to be eating tonight, or, you know, what are the kids up to, or, you know, things like that. to be able to create that habit now while we've got that time to keep it going for afterwards and kind of keep that gratitude going for when life returns to normal.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, one of my friends actually gave me this gratitude journal. It's just from Kmart, so anyone can get it. And actually my favorite thing about the page is, I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. I might take a picture of it and put it in the group. But the very first thing on the page says, I will let go of. And then the next thing is I am grateful for. So yeah, I really loved it because like we've done a lot of work back and we do a lot of like gratitude literally is the key. So we do a lot of gratitude, but I love the way the very first thing is I will let go of. So it's like you actually let go of that like one thing that's like bothering you or stressing you out or holding you back from being grateful. So like, you know, I will let go of feeling tired. I will let go of stressing over my bank accounts. I will let go of choosing misery and yelling, like, you know, different things that I let go of. And then it's like, okay, the door's open to let the gratitude flow. So that's just been a really cool thing that I've literally just got from a Kmart gratitude journal. So I've loved that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Gratitude journaling. Yeah, I've loved that.
They've got some really great stuff in Kmart at the moment, like some beautiful daily planners and monthly planners, and how they've got it set out is really beautiful too. Like, oh my gosh, flies everywhere. There's some beautiful like sections and just how to kind of break it down and help you look at different areas. Because I know sometimes like I always do my gratitude at night as well, so I can kind of sit back and look at my day. And what I've found is like when I've been writing things, like I make sure that I do my whole page. So it's kind of it's a A5 size book, I'm pretty sure. So I do one whole page of gratitude every single night. And the first couple of nights I was like, oh, this is a bit hard. Like I'm finding it hard to find things. And then like as I get used to it and as, you know, a couple of days went on, like I would find that I would just be like, oh shit, I'm at the end of the page. Like that's awesome. Like I've just done a whole page. What I'm finding is as I'm sitting there writing things, I'm like, oh, I nearly forgot about that today, or I nearly forgot about that moment, or, you know, especially with my kids, like I'm actually finding myself going into the next day looking for the gratitude. So like when I look at my kids every single day, like, and this is huge for me because like a little bit of a backstory, like when I very, very first had kids, like there was a lot of the time, more than often, that I actually resented my kids. And like, it feels really horrible to say that now, but like I actually felt that. And I thought I was the most horrible person in the world. But I look at my children every single day and I look at their skin and I'm like, you might think I'm a freak. And I'm like, but I look at their skin and I kiss their little cheeks, and then I look at their eyes and their little jawbones and their chins. And I just think, wow, like they're just so beautiful. Like, you know, when they speak and they're speaking their innocence and things like that. And I think, you know, to come from a place of feeling like you're resenting your children to looking at those even the little freckles on their faces and the complex, what's the word? Their complexion. That's it. Just of their skin, like just, you know, loving that and appreciating that and thinking, wow, like that's mine.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah, I think is really cool.
So cool. Love it. I wrote down the other day something along the lines of like be grateful, because when your gratitude is non-existent, it feels like your blessings are gone also.
Can you say that again?
When your gratitude is non-existent, it feels like all your blessings are gone as well.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So when you're not looking for the things to be grateful for, it feels like you have nothing to be grateful for. And then as soon as you start looking, like those things were always there, but you have to actually have to be in a state of looking for them. And then, like you said, you get to the end of the page and you, instead of like running out of blessings, you actually run out of page.
Yeah, it's so true. Like, and that was a huge realization I had. Was it last week? No, it was the week before that we caught up, and I was saying about how when I got back from India, because I just, it's probably been about, 3 or 4 weeks now since I've been home from my trip over to India. And I went over there for 2 weeks and had the most amazing experience over there. And then come home, like, from this beautiful bubble of, like, I was just in my element. So everything that I believe in and everything that, like, all of my intentions that I work for every day, I look for intention and quality time and experience and all of those highest values of mine. Like, I saw all of that over there, and I was just in this big bubble. And I come home from that into, like, this chaos that was happening in our home country, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I've just been dumped into this. So, like, all those beautiful feelings just was like pop to the bubble, and then I was kind of thrown back into it, and I'm like, far out, like, coming back into this. And I felt disappointment. I felt, all of these feelings come up, against my own country and the people that are here. And it's like, where's the connection? Where is the respect in these people? Everybody's judgmental and everybody's fearful and scarcity and all of those things. And I started to get really angry and upset, and I felt so disconnected and sad. And then I had a really great coaching call, and they helped me see that all of the things that I perceived were missing are still there. They're still there. And it was just because I was looking in the wrong place. I was looking for what was missing, not for what I was wanting to have around, which was connection, which was quality time, which was respect, which was all of those things. They're still all there. There's so many people, like, you look on the community pages and, people doing random acts of kindness and doing thoughtful things. And the community is still coming together. And I think the more that, especially like with this group, and I think it's so important to be sharing this message for support and encouragement, because I heard the other day about you can have good viruses and bad viruses, and there's bad viruses going around at the moment, but there's also good viruses like love and kindness and gratitude, and you can still infect people with those things.
Yeah.
So that's, what I think is really important for our group and our message to be spreading that, to be spreading the kindness and the gratitude and empowering other women to feel that within themselves, so then they can go and, affect and infect their community.
Yeah.
With
So
all that beautiful stuff. So
good.
Yeah. So huge learning since I've been home, but yeah, I'm just so grateful that we can jump on this call together and connect, even though it's not face to face.
I love that. And I love the way I listened to this video the other day on a woman talking about the coronavirus. And she said, number one, the very first thing that the world is learning is how we are all interconnected, because we couldn't actually pass the contagion of the virus if we weren't all connected. So it's reminding us that every single human is connected. And I want to take that one step further, like even like one individual can make such a phenomenal impact. So like if one person is infected with the coronavirus, like they can go and actually make like the most giganticus, making up my own words, ripple.
We do that here.
I know, just perfectly imperfect. But so too can we with our light. Like you could literally message one friend and change her day. And then imagine if she's a mama at home with kids and you change one woman's day, then that ripple effect flows onto her children. Like then you've like literally infected her whole entire family. And then, she's going to have conversations, like she might ring her mom and infect her mom. And I just think we, like we chat about the word community, but I feel like it's really important that us women at the moment are like just literally one at a time. Like literally if you infect one person with a little bit of light, like you have no idea how far that ripple can spread. So, and you may never ever see the effects of it. So you kind of think, oh, didn't really do much. I literally just messaged one friend, but yet you have no idea you could have infected like 30 people from that one message. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important also to like reach out to people as well, like because a lot of the times we have feelings in our minds of people or actions that people are doing, and we think, oh gosh, that person's done such a great job, or I really love what that person's wearing, or the thoughts that we have going on in our mind, and we never actually really express it. And I think it's so important to actually express that to people, because we're all the same. We all think the same, and we all think, sometimes we have moments where we're like, oh my God, I wonder what people are thinking about me, or I wonder what they're saying, or, people are judging me. We're all thinking the same thing. So imagine if like we all actually expressed how we actually felt about each other,
Yeah.
in the positive, in those positive ways. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. So I actually want to read, like, I've started reading this book, and it's called The Awakened Woman. I don't know if you girls are readers or anything, but it's a really great book, and I think it's like the most perfect book to be reading at this time. So it's a guide for remembering and igniting your sacred dreams. So this lady who wrote this book was actually on Oprah Winfrey, but I just want to read you a page of it because I read it the other day. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely amazing and super perfect for where we're at right now. If I can find the page, there we go.
Hey guys, it was nice to see you and meet you all. I've got to hop off and go on another Zoom meeting.
No,
awesome.
Thanks for jumping on.
See you soon, Cherie.
See
Bye.
ya.
Bye.
Stop it.
I think just leave. I think down the bottom you see
Up the top right.
The top, yeah. Leave.
Did you get it? Oh. Nope. There should be a leave, maybe up the top. Got it? Okay. Bye. See you next week. Yeah, so it's a really great sentence in the book. I think we'll just cap these to half an hour calls too, so it's not too long, but just enough so we can spread some love.
Yeah.
So this part in the book, it was now more than ever when we as a global community face complex problems too big for easy solutions. The world needs the vision, creativity and voice of the women of the world. We can no longer afford to live our lives cut off from the sacred and collective purpose. The world needs a cadre of awakened women, women in touch with the divine in them, women empowered by their femininity, women cultivating their sacred dreams, and by doing so, nurturing the sacred purpose in all women. That's just like, my God, so beautiful.
Yeah.
But it just fits like so perfect with our message as well for spreading or infecting other people with, positivity and kindness and gratitude and love and all of those things. So
yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Hooray! How you doing, Mel?
Hey, honey, I finally worked it out.
Yay!
Mel is like a Zoom virgin. She is nailing it today.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Woohoo!
You did bring a laugh there, so I'm happy to go, what are you doing, Mum? I was going to go,
You just say it's the new me, guys.
You know what? If anything, at least I'll be tech savvy.
Yeah. Woohoo! Look at you. Add this to your.
I remember when Heidi first started like in the online world, and she was just like, I am the most least tech savvy person in the world. Now she's teaching me things. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh,
How long
I love
changing. Yeah, give me a pen and paper. That's always been me. I'll write a letter to someone instead of email
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, good on you for keeping up with the times.
Yeah.
And look, it's only the beginning for me now. I know what to do.
Yeah.
Can't stop you now.
I was watching you, and I'm going, and then you messaged me, can you hear us? No, not at all. I said, I'll just come back to it. Choose again, I'll come back to it again.
Whereabouts are you from, Melissa?
I'm at Morayfield.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Are you close to Hyde?
Yeah, not too far at all.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm in Kalanga.
Oh. Isn't it funny how we can all just have a chat like this?
So good, isn't it?
So good, isn't it? Yeah.
We got Larissa there too. She's in Maryborough, so not even close. But how good is that? She can jump online.
That is good. Yeah.
Did you just
How's everyone going with everything?
say that you can jump off a plane?
She didn't say I could jump off the plane.
Yeah, no, really good actually. Like the first couple of weeks were a little bit tough, like coming back from, I don't know if you heard, but I went overseas like a couple of weeks ago and I went to India and I just come back and it was kind of like a huge pop to the bubble and this beautiful like space over there and then come back to this crazy town. But like it took me a couple of weeks to readjust into like parenthood and then to readjust back into like what the heck is going on. But yeah, definitely keeping these catch ups going is definitely kept me sane, that's for sure.
I think that I've always said, you know, my kind of work, I always do it to keep your head rolling and keep it going. You know, and sitting around here just last week, I was like, yeah, no, this is not good. I went and brought a push bike. I thought I'll go for a bike ride. Yeah, that didn't work well because I forgot how to ride a push bike.
Oh, well, that...
Everyone will laugh to look out their window and see this 43-year-old lady falling off a push bike. Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hey? Yeah, I worked it out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I tried again. It was only the front yard and Bo was on his bike ready to go. He was like, let's go. I said, all right, I worked it out. Yeah.
So good.
I've been riding for years now.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Look at all you
I mean, I have not ridden a bike for, I'm talking about at least 15 to 16 years or something like that. And it was like, oh my God, this is weird. But I went, no, I can do this.
So good. Love it. Yeah, I hate running backs. I fall off as well.
I remember when I was younger, I was my brother used to always be into BMX riding and doing like cool tricks in the backyard and stuff, and he made it look so easy, and he'd set up this little jump in the backyard, and then I remember myself, I'm like, give me the bike, give me a go. Anyways, I've like come full pelt at this ramp and just like gone up it and like totally like axed myself off of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was not good at all. How do they do it to make it look so easy?
I know, right? Kids can get on and just go boom, off you go.
Larissa, if you can hear me, down the bottom there, you've got your little mute. Larissa's a Zoom virgin as well. We're popping everyone's cherry this morning. There we go. Okay, I can hear you. And then next to it, you've got a video. So if you just click the video.
Oh, I've been doing that, but it won't do anything.
Oh, okay. Maybe it might be in your settings then.
Start the video. I'll see what that happens for you.
Oh, there we go. Maybe. No.
I can hear you, just can't see you yet.
Oh, that's all right. It's asking me to please allow Zoom to access the camera from device settings.
Yeah, there you go.
Tick that.
Yeah, but then it just does nothing. That's right. I'll just talk. You don't need to see me anyway.
We can figure it out next week.
Yeah.
How you been going, Larissa?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got one in the bath and the other one playing Lego.
What's one doing in the bath?
I don't know. Just wanted to get in there, so I'm like, oh well. I'm keep you happy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I like that water play.
Seriously go in the bath for hours of night and they come out and their fingers are so wrinkly, but they just don't want to get out. They're like really happy in there. It allows me to consider without them interrupting.
Oh, that's so good. Mine are usually like fighting or throwing water everywhere or something like that.
Well, that's normally mine too.
Funny kids.
I walked in on Bo the other night and he was standing up on the sink because he was trying to look at himself in the mirror. I just went, oh no. Get down.
He's a devil.
That's so funny.
Oh, he's a shocker. You can't stop him.
Yeah. No fear.
No.
Goodness. All right, ladies. Well, I think we might call it a day. But if you've loved this, just and you feel like you'd love to share the message or pop a comment or anything like that on social media, obviously that always helps to spread the message for impacting more women. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like us to talk about in the future or anything that comes up during the week, definitely shout out, like give us a message, and we can always talk about that. And yeah, we're always here to support. So hope you've enjoyed our little catch up.
Tried to do a little picture.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, it was so good to meet you.
You too, darling. Talk to you soon.
See you, Larissa. Thanks for jumping on. We'll
Bye.
talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.